Today, I'm gonna tell you how I made $1 million by the age of 25, and you're gonna learn too.
Hi guys, it's PatrickStarrr.
Hi guys, it's PatrickStarrr. Hi guys, it's PatrickStarrr. Hey guys, it's PatrickStarrr. Welcome back to my channel.
Hey guys, it's PatrickStarrr. Welcome back to my channel.
Today is the day of our launch party, you guys. This is gonna be a sickening vlog. I have so much emotion today.
A dream come true.
My official office. Today is going to be in honor of a video.
12 years ago, I started YouTube, and 10 of those years, I have made this career full time. I have experienced celebrity collaborations, makeup collaborations. I launched my own brand. I've traveled the world. I have done the most amazing things that I could ever dream of, all while making money, doing the things that I love in the beauty industry. And today is gonna be a beautiful reflection on my past, and hopefully a reflection for you guys on your future, whether you are in the beauty industry or not. This is for my beauty influencer peers out there, my fans that want to be in beauty, my makeup artists, my entrepreneurs, my small business owners, my business owners. This video is a love letter to you guys, and I hope you guys walk away with an understanding of what I did in my career to hopefully spark a journey in the next steps of your career. So today's video is gonna be really special because I made $1 million when I was 25, and 25 was 10 years ago. Don't do the math, but can I just say that I look good, okay? The skin is glowing, the skin is beaming, and I'm so proud of how I look 10 years later. Can you guys believe that I have been on YouTube for 12 years, but 10 years, I will consider this a full-time career? Can you imagine, like 2 years into the game, I made $1 million doing influencing in YouTube. But I know that YouTube is not Batman. I know there's TikTok and there's Instagram and all the things, but today's video is gonna be so good because I get to give you all my tips and secrets of what it took to make that amount of money. So like I said, there are gonna be 5 things that you guys are gonna walk away with. They are themes, they are mindsets, but I will personally go into stories specifically of how I made money in that way related to that theme. So feel free to pull up a chair, pull up a blanket, get a little pen, get out your notes, because I wish I would have heard the things that I'm about to tell you guys today, and it may change your life. Okay, so the first thing when thinking about my career 10 years ago, I remember specifically when I made $1 million, I was on my couch and I remember Tony was next to me and I was like, oh my God, I did it. And I made $1 million. And she said, how does it feel? And I said, well, it's gonna go away because I have payroll tomorrow. When I think about everything that it took me to get there, building a reputation, you guys saw me with friends, with brands, and I feel like the theme that I had close to my heart was life opens up when you do. And I have fans to this day that say that they have that as their alarm on their phone. Think about that quote, life opens up when you do. When I was a makeup artist at MAC in Orlando, Florida, I was really shy and really timid, and I thought I could just work in, you know, these very few malls in just Orlando. And it is a big city, but I said, you know, what if I just take a leap of faith and make connections? I'm not saying physically go places, but digitally go places. And we've seen how the internet has evolved into such a big industry, especially in beauty, that I found a way to connect. So I would go in other YouTubers' comments and foster connections. And the best thing about that is you're able to grow and learn. So the first lesson that I will say, building relationships and protecting your reputation. When I tell you, like, we have seen everything in, you know, the history of this beauty industry on the internet just come to light. The good, the bad, the ugly. On the good part, the relationships can be the best thing and also the worst thing, but they're the most beautiful thing. Whether they're good or they're bad, you get to learn from them. The one thing I feel like where I learned that the most was being in the NYX Face Awards. I was in the 4th annual NYX Face Awards. I made it to the top 6, and we were so close. There was GLAM, there was a friend, Alex Faction, who had been in it before me, and just coming to LA and being a part of that experience. I had built such a relationship, not with just my peers in the industry, but with the people on the corporate side, asking a lot of questions, being open-minded. I will say it truly changed my mindset and my life on how I perceive this industry, not from just the viewing end and the fan end and the consumer end, taking this as a full-time career and job. There weren't that many before me. There were before me. People, when they call me OG, I don't consider myself OG, but I will say focusing on the relationships and building a network. I will say attached to that also too is like understanding the industry is like really important. The makeup industry, not beauty, but makeup specifically, there's special effects. You can be in the union, you can be in bridal. So I wanted to try and dip my toe a little bit of everything. And I understood a little bit of the entire industry, but there was this one little corner of the industry, the influencer side of beauty, that was really interesting and unknown. I'm so glad that I got to play a very small part in excavating what this could mean for the future. And 10 years later, I'm here with a brand called One Size Beauty, and I get to make my own rules because of everything that I've learned. Life opens up when you do. Focus on your relationships, protect your reputation, just build a dream and stick to it. So the thing with making a lot of money and being an entrepreneur, when I tell you, if you guys didn't know, I was a piano teacher. I've studied classical piano, I'm Filipino, and I also worked at Panera Bread. You pick two, I know the menu, okay? I will say the one thing about being your own boss is you have to reinvest in yourself. Every paycheck that I got on YouTube. So the different ways that I made money, and I'm still making money. YouTube AdSense, where the ads come up, I was making affiliate money on, you know, discount codes and affiliate links. That was the thing back then. And also endorsements and brand partnerships, all because I was building relationships, and also building relationships with you guys and with my peers on how to build an authentic following, because you know you grow and you have to keep that, you have to protect it. With the money, I was reinvesting in cameras and in lights and in microphones. I have a boom stand mic right above me so you guys can hear me clearly. Peter had laughed me up, and Peter, my brother, if you guys know my brother, he started getting on the payroll, okay? So I said, brother, you need to come on board, okay? That was one scary thing I will say, is like investing money, not in just equipment, but in building a team, is the most scary, insane thing. There's not like a book that I can grab at the library and say, how do I hire friends and family? Maybe there is now, maybe there is. As a beauty influencer, how do I hire or work with people that I want to? And I had to tell my brother straight up, hey, this is an opportunity. I don't expect you to work for free. He was just graduating college and about to go into his professional field. And I was like, you know what? Let's learn how to make a payroll. And that's what we did. And I found this quote, you can go fast alone or you can go far together. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go really, really far and build a team. You guys know Peter, my younger brother. You guys know Fabian Quiones. He's now a vice president at One Size Beauty. And that's really, really cool. You get to learn things about yourself through the way that you work with people. So by investing your money in the things around you that apply to your product and your work, and building a team and working with people, that is like the most rewarding thing. If you guys want a video on how to interview or how to hire, how to grow a business more in detail, comment down below, let me know, because that's the #1 thing that I ask for my peers. It's like, how do you find these people? How do you hire people? What do you look out for? I'm scared, I don't trust anybody. This influencer space, baby, it is a scary place to be. And so I can understand hiring someone to be in your home, in your workspace. I had an influencer just tell me that their assistant was stealing makeup from them. See, that's the thing that I said. Good or bad relationships, it's gonna be a learning experience. And so that person knew that they can't trust this person, and that was it. But continue to reinvest, and this person is amazing and they're successful, and I believe in it. The third thing I will say that's a theme, and I'll tie it to like a personal story, is taking risk. Take risks. Every entrepreneur is gonna tell you they took a leap of faith. You might feel like you're jumping off a cliff without any wings, but you just gotta flap at them wings as hard as you can and just fly, okay? One of the biggest risks that I ever took in my career was getting a studio. Oh my gosh, if you guys didn't know, I was in my studio era. So when I moved from my first apartment to my second apartment in Los Angeles, me and Peter were living together. It was a 3-bedroom apartment. And I said, okay, what if we get another apartment in this building and build it out to be a studio? Girl, when I tell you it was 1 floor away from where I was living, I don't live there any longer. It was the most fiercest freaking studio to separate personal and work. And when I tell you, I've had the biggest celebrities in that. Tyra Banks came over, Naomi Campbell came over, Jessica Alba, Keke Palmer, Raven Simone, Ashley Tisdale, Madeline Petch. This investment changed my life. And when I tell you, these people would go in this studio and be like, wow, this is so professional. And I just felt so proud. Not only was this an investment for me, but it gave me a packaging of looking and feeling professional, but also feeling like this was a legit career. And although it was thousands a month to build out the set, to have like the seating area and to have such a beautiful space for my editor to work. I even had a post-production office just dedicated for editing and for our equipment. It taught me a lot about production and studio and producing. It's just amazing. So whatever that may be and whatever that may mean to you, is that investing in an assistant? Is that investing in a plan? Is that investing in consulting? Someone you admire in that career out to lunch and paying for lunch or dinner or coffee or drinks, and being transparent about it too. Like, hey, I have questions. Are you open to get drinks with me and lunch? Like, that's how it was. And I feel like, you know, sneak preview to like how to hire, I realized working with me, PatrickStarrr, the company and the brand, I'm not one to put out job postings in there. I find talented people and I pitch myself to them. Hey, would you like this kind of a job? This is what I'm thinking. This is the vision. Having a vision and sharing your vision is gonna be really, really important to having a successful millionaire mindset and career. So invest. So before I move on to the next one, okay, let me explain the risk, okay? There are calculated risks and there are risky risks, okay? Evaluate what type of person you are, because I don't know if it's me being Filipino and all my first-generation immigrant children out there. Oh my God. I feel like I'm a calculated risk type of girly. So when I did the math and I was like, okay, could I move out to LA? That was a calculated risk, because being in that award show and making the top 6, I had a cash prize and I took that money and I did that. So I'm not saying hop off the plane at LAX with a dream and my cardigan. Really take calculated risk and evaluate them. Decision making is really, really hard. You have to have like a decision process. For me, it is faith. It is trusting myself, trusting my heart, trusting logic. Like, is this financially feasible for me? Trusting friends and family to ask advice. Is this trusting peers? I've been told that I'm very census driven. I like to ask a little bit of everything and everyone. And I love that because it brings people in to help validate my choices. Because, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, you have so many questions, so many thoughts, so many things in your head. So I'm sure if you guys are deciding your next move as a business owner or as a self-made or selfie-made type of individual, you have so many questions, and not all of us are fortunate enough to have a record label or a business or consultant or guide. So just know, ask the people that you trust the most and make the most sound decisions. Have faith in your decision. Even if you fail, that will be a learning lesson, and trust me, I have failed a lot. All right, are you guys liking this? Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys are loving this type of video, because I'm literally pouring my heart on this table as a founder and business, and I hope you guys are really taking this to heart. I wish I would have freaking heard this, and it's hopefully gonna keep changing my life by abiding by these things. Number 4, respect and boundaries. Having respect for yourself. That's what I was just talking about when it comes to taking risks. Like, do you have respect for this next move in your career? Or will you feel disrespected if it doesn't work out? You have to have like grace. A lot of our emotions can get in the way and they can us over, because the last thing you want to do is make a disrespectful decision for yourself and be hard on yourself about it, and then regret it, and then regret your investments, and it just gets really, really messy. So I've just learned to take the experiences and failures and deal with them. One regret that was a little bit hurtful and disrespectful that comes to mind was hiring the wrong friends, just moving on and taking it as a learning lesson and taking note from other professionals on what it means to hire. You get a lot better at setting the expectation when offering the job on paper, on contract, and it's not for everybody. That goes both ways. You have to have respect for yourself and you have to have respect for the other person. Building a team and hiring people, I will say, is one of the hardest things when building a multi-million-dollar career. I am in the process of rebranding the PatrickStarrr design. I'm designing a logo and all of the look and feel. So in the next few months, you'll be able to see what that process looks like. Maybe I'll document it. Let me know down below. Finding your identity and finding your brand identity. What do you stand for? What do you work for? What is your product? Ask those 3 questions, and maybe the way that you hire, how you hire, who you hire will then be the expectation for the ones to follow in this company. And I realized for me, you know, as I'm building the brand, this is like a side note, I love beautiful things. I've been in love with design, with facials, with makeovers, surprise makeovers, with building a beauty brand called One Size. And I've realized I love all things beauty, no matter what. And I love to see the beauty in everything. So when I hire people, for me, when I meet executives or I meet people that haven't been in this type of an industry, whether that be working on my team or for the One Size team, can you see the beauty in anything and everything? And can you look past it if we're to go wrong? And I think it's beautiful. I'm not saying that woo-woo, kumbaya bullshit is for everybody. I'm not saying that, but I will say, find who you are. That's what works for me. All right, guys, before I do the last one, comment down below your dream or your company or your future endeavor. And then maybe in the comments, we can have a love fest and maybe I can discover what your brand is if you're interested in watching this video, because hopefully this allows me to pursue more founder, spoken, and business-like videos, because I would love nothing more than to use my platform to help you out, champion your multi-million-dollar business and mindset, and support you getting there. This is free of charge, okay? I could be consulting and charging money. Hopefully this design thinking from the heart is gonna help you in the next step in your life. Last but not least, I will say life can go by so fast. Champion yourself. Sometimes we just keep moving and moving and moving and keep chasing what's next. I have been guilty of that, and although you guys have seen me post these vlogs and these launches, and it's a lot, and in between these videos on YouTube, I've tried to stay as consistent as possible. I'm very hard on myself. I have been in the office every single day for the past like 2 weeks. As I have grace in the mornings, I have gratitude, I'm grounded, I champion myself. You got your own back. It's really important. And I know in this world right now, it's hard to hear good things, but you have the power to empower yourself. And I want this type of a video to champion who the f you are and give you your props. You guys are doing it. This is 2025, come alive. Champion yourself and just watering your own self and planting yourself and being committed to grow and turn the page in the next chapter is such a beautiful, you know, symbolic meaning to what life truly is, and it's to live. You never know how far you'll come. So story time. I learned that when, you know, a fellow YouTuber friend of mine said, "Do you know how far that you've come?" And I'm like, I'm just going. She's like, "Bitch, just look at all the shit that you have done in your career." And you guys know my friend Tony, she's the face of our B12 campaign, and Ronnie, the face of Secure the Glow, who let me on their couch when I first came to LA. These two people that have been the face of my campaigns are just more than just the face. They're my friends, and it's really insane for me to see how far I've come with them and them with me, for us to start where we started. But I think it's important that as friends and as family and chosen family that we champion each other's success. I really want to thank you guys. I don't think I would be sitting here if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be telling Peter, set me up with the mics and the lights and the cameras, if it didn't mean anything. And you guys championing me by supporting the things that I create, like my products at One one size is really meaningful, look now to yourself. Look in the reflection and say, who can I turn to that champions me? Who is willing to speak my love language of words or spending time together, asking me about my business? Once you find those indicators in your life, you'll know where to turn when things feel a little bit bad, when you feel a little bit defeated. Because sometimes when we're thinking so much, we can't hear anything. And it's important that you take the time and the space to find the ones that truly love you, and including myself. I love you, bitch. You got this. You're doing it. Give yourself that power. And that's what took me in each and every step of that life after making that first $1 million. So what did today's video teach you from the founder, the business mogul, PatrickStarrr? I taught you relationships, reputation, reinvesting, building a team, taking risk, having respect, setting boundaries. Most of all, championing yourself, loving yourself. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. PatrickStarrr, the founder era. I'm gonna do a few more videos, but if there's any specific topic that you guys wanna learn, comment down below. I hope that this was a beautiful gift to all of you and you to me. I hope this video resonated with you at home. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy 12 years of PatrickStarrr. Don't forget that makeup is a one size fits all. I love you so much and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.